Welcome everyone. Today we're live from Book Expo America 2013. I'm Jane Hugenberg with Harlequin Books, and today I have the great pleasure of sitting down with New York Times and USA Today best-selling author Bella Andre, who is the author of the contemporary romance series The Sullivans. So you did okay publishing The Sullivans in ebook. What is it, over 1 million sold now?
Yeah, we're over 1 million digital copies of The Sullivans so far.
And The Look of Love, which is the first book in this series, actually is hitting the bookshelves in an expanded print edition.
Yes.
So can you tell us, what does it mean to you personally to see these books finally in print?
It's a dream come true. When I published them as ebooks, I always knew that I wanted to see them on bookshelves. I always knew that. And when Harlequin approached me and said, we would really, really like to put these into print, honestly, a dream come true. Harlequin understands how to publish contemporary romance better than anybody else. Harlequin's the master of it, and it's been the whole experience has been incredible.
Everybody loves The Sullivans. So what is it about the stories and the characters that make it so incredibly popular with your readers?
Well, I think the thing that is so fun about the series is it's 8 siblings based in San Francisco and their mother, and they all are exceptional people in some way. There's a winery owner and a photographer. There's a firefighter, a choreographer, a movie star.
Did you pattern these people over people that you know?
No, no. All those movie stars I hang out with. No, but I wanted really interesting careers that kind of shaped who the people were in a way. You become, you do a job because of who you are, really, I think. But they have exceptional careers. They're very successful, but they're totally, when they come together as a family, they're a family. They argue, they tease, they're always there for each other no matter what. And I think that family connection, readers will say to me a lot, oh my God, I love the scenes where the whole family is together. It's a lot of fun. And on top of that, so you take this whole family, and I really love to tell emotional love stories. That's really my goal, is to tell an emotional love story, and at the same time, have it be a lot of fun. So, it's sexy, it's fun, you've got the family, you've got emotional. It's kind of bringing it all together in one package, and you get to follow these 8 siblings throughout the series. And so once you're done with the first book, okay, oh, I can't wait for his story next, and I can't wait for her story. It's just very exciting. People get very invested in the family.
Now, I want to know about an incident that happened on a plane to Anaheim at a romance writers conference. You first found out that you broke onto the New York Times and USA Today bestseller list. Can you tell us about that day and how
it was very yes. And actually, it was super exciting. So, I checked my email. We landed in Atlanta on the way to Anaheim, and I checked my email, and someone I didn't know had gotten the New York Times list and emailed me and said, congratulations. And it was all in capital letters, and so I looked at the thing and I was like, I had 3 books hit the New York Times simultaneously. And I mean, this, talk about a dream come true. I wanted it, I aimed for it. I mean, it was so incredible. So there I am, sitting there on the plane, and I start crying.
I was going to ask.
And it's totally, I'm almost crying just thinking about it, and it's totally packed, right? Because we've just landed. The woman sitting next to me is like some crazy girl's crying, literally turned in her seat like that.
No.
Oh, she didn't know what I was crying about, but it was crazy. I mean, that much. But when I got to the RWA conference in Anaheim, all of my friends were there celebrating. It was just the most incredible thing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So your background, you have a degree, a BA in economics at Stanford.
Yes.
You spent 10 years as a touring musician and then made 4 CDs recording as a singer-songwriter. What made you decide to devote your efforts to the romance genre and take up writing?
Well, I've always been a romance reader. I'm a book a day girl. Even now, I write a lot. I still read almost a book a day, maybe a book every other day. It was always in my blood. I've always loved romance. So, one day, two characters started having a conversation in my head, and I was like, whoa, so I wrote it down. And then the next day I wrote down more of the conversation, and the next thing I knew, I had a book. That was it, and a couple of years later, I had to make a decision between, was I gonna keep doing the touring and songwriting, because I was traveling to Nashville and Los Angeles and writing with hit songwriters, or do I devote to books? And I'm telling you, it was the easiest decision I've ever made, and I have never looked back.
And each of your books is titled after a song.
Yes, each of my books is titled after a popular song. The music is so in me that while I write every day, I actually listen to songs on repeat. So I pretty much have like a writing soundtrack that's different for each book, and I can be anywhere doing anything, and the minute I put those songs in, I'm back in the zone of the book immediately.
You could probably sell that playlist. Although it may not work for everybody else.
Exactly.
Everyone seems to have a favorite Sullivan, and I know it's like asking you to choose between your favorite children, but which one is your favorite, and is one of them more like you than the others?
Yes, I'm constantly, this is the number one question, is which one is your favorite? And honestly, there's no way I can choose, and I will not do it. But, if I had to, I would say it's the mother. It's the mother, because her husband died when the oldest child was 14, and she's raised these exceptional children. And I love writing the scenes with the mother. In fact, there's always one or two scenes where the hero or the heroine is talking with the mother about, something that, the relationship or what they're having problems with. People always write to me on Facebook or Twitter or email and say, oh my God, that scene between Mary and Smith or whoever it is, it was just, I loved it. So, the mom. And no, and to the other part of the question, no, I don't really know if any of them are like me. They're probably, all the heroines are probably sort of like me, and yet all made up at the same time.
You're so in touch with your fans. You're all over social media, and your fans are international.
Yes.
Do readers abroad respond differently to your books than the ones in the USA? And are there particular countries that have fallen in love with the Sullivans more than others?
Everybody around the world seems pretty excited about them. The Brazilians are like crazy excited. And Australia is amazing. In the UK, I mean, I think we can all connect with a big family, the kind of family we might have wanted for ourselves, and the kind of love and relationship that we would dream of too. And the fantastic sex in the books too doesn't hurt. So.
So in addition to the expanded editorial in the print books that are coming out this year, what else do readers have to expect from Bella Andre?
So the series is actually, it's those first 8, I'm writing the mother and father story. It's going to be a special Christmas book that's going to come out in hardcover.
And that's an original.
That's an original.
An original print for Harlequin.
Yes. The ebook will come out simultaneously. So no one's ever read that one. That one's very exciting. So that'll be hardcover at the end of September. And we will have Sullivan books coming out into spring 2014. So it's pretty much one a month for the next year. It's exciting.
There's lots to look forward to. So thank you all very much again. My guest today was Mirror Books author Bella Andre.
Thank you.
Bella's popular series, The Sullivans, will be released in paperback in US, Canada, and the UK, and Australia, and New Zealand in continuous back-to-back releases starting June 2013 through April 2014. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. What's our time?
Sure.
We have time.
Yeah, we have time for questions if anybody has any. Bueller?
I actually have a
Oh,
question.
good.
You now say that you're a professional author, the profession. When you were a child, did you think, when I grow up, I want to be an author, or is this something that came to you later?
No, I always was going to go be a rock star. And then I did that for a while, and that was fun, and toured all over the world. And but I always, at the same time, again, I was the book a day reader. I was the kid reading under the covers until 2 in the morning with the flashlight. So I think it ended up being such a natural progression because all that training of writing the 5-minute love story meant that when I sat down to write the 400-page love story, it was already all there.
I, I just had a quick question about you working with Amazon and
Yeah.
CreateSpace, and one of the things they mentioned was that you had found some workarounds for the fact that they don't offer a pre-order period. And they talked about Amazon using Amazon Advantage and Amazon CreateSpace. I don't know if any of this makes any sense. But Amazon
no.
itself doesn't offer a pre-order period.
Yeah, I
for its
don't
books.
have any workaround. No.
All right.
Maybe it was
Thank you.
someone else, but sorry.
Do you envision the Sullivans coming to film?
Oh, I'll tell you what, boy, do I envision Sullivan's coming to film. I think the Sullivan series, wait, it's gonna be great. I mean, they should be like a Lifetime series. It would be amazing. Let's do it.
We have a question here from the lady in the front row.
Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
What are some of the things that you did early on in your career to increase your visibility and to create a fan base?
You know, honestly, the biggest thing is because
She's
people.
so shy.
I am. I'm super shy. But is the books. I mean, it's the books. The Sullivan series. I released those first 8 ebooks in 2 years, and what it did was, now I like to add the point that fast writing is not only my natural writing style, but I write better. So if someone gave me a year, it would be terrible, and we shouldn't read that book. When I'm just sink into it, and I work about 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's why I can do that kind of production schedule. I think that what happens is once you put a book out there, even if you don't have much visibility on it, putting out the next one, it inevitably raises a visibility, and then people discover you, say, on book 2 and go back to book 1, et cetera, et cetera. So every time a new book comes out, you get more and more visibility because people will always start with 7, 8, 9 and go back. So again, working with Harlequin on the print, suddenly we're taking visibility from the digital space, which has been fantastic, and we're moving it into the physical space, and we're doing it, in the UK, Australia, Canada, and United States. It's incredible to do all that. So none of it, people ask me all the time, it's not marketing, it's not me spending hours on Facebook, it isn't any of that. It is me sitting down and I prioritize the book over everything, and Jane can attest to that. She'll hear from me. She gets emails from me between 10 and midnight because that's when I answer email. I work on the book all day.
Can I ask you then, when you were writing the books over that 2-year time span,
Yeah.
were you a full-time writer or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've been a full-time writer for some time.
I've heard that before. You have to look at it as a job, and we
Yeah.
spend like 7, 8 hours in the office. Bella will spend 12 hours.
Because why
in
not throw
hers.
on a few extra hours?
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.